Hello, Professor Bright here. Welcome back to the Sunless Skies, where everything is going just fine. We have some settlers that are going to totally survive the trip to a port I have never seen. So, yeah. Kind of worried about that, but it'll be fine, probably. Maybe. Either way, we're going to be doing more exploration because I do have all these supplies and this fuel now, so sure, let's go exploring and not know how to get back to... Ooh. Oh, good. Scribe spinsters. Because that's what I want to see now. Probably should actually go back to... Yeah. Almost definitely should go back to New Winchester, but I want to see if there's another route. I do. I've decided that against my better judgment. And, yeah, like I said, these turned out to be, yeah, something that requires butchery, which I don't have access to. Maybe we don't go... I can't remember the effects of the peacock wind. Let's find out real quick. Nope, increases terror. We're going out of there. Nope, 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 nope. Not dealing with that today. Okay, so that does put a bit of a Oh, well, let me just go the other way. I've reconsidered my plan to explore further north. We will explore other directions, like anywhere else. Because I'm not equipped for combat, and I don't know if I can avoid it with them. I mean, I'm sure there's a way to, but also, yeah, it just, no. Nope, deciding against it. We'll go back to my original plan of not being there. And probably going back to, well, yeah, probably going back to New Winchester. But let's try to find a new route to it. See if we find any ports along the way. Ooh. Oh, I probably need a saying for you, I'm guessing. Oh, it's found something, has it? Yep, requires a saying. Sorry, that is just so irritating. This path. This is the path we are going. Because the quicker we find as many routes into New Winchester as possible, the better for us. Because having routes in means we have routes out, different routes to different ports and such. It's all just a matter of finding where we get trapped and where we don't. Oof. And it is exciting. Lipkin's Field. Ooh. Hello. I will take that. The wreck gleams with frost, its windows are dark, its engines silent. Perhaps something of value lies within. I do need hull. Yeah, enter through the shattered windscreens, why not? The steel of its chassis is mangled, but the bridge appears largely intact behind its broken windows. Yeah, what the heck. That's not great. You don your sky suit. Your driver pulls your locomotive alongside the wreck, close enough for you to leap the gap. You squeeze with difficulty into the starlit bridge, where frozen figures sit at stiff attention. The dead bridge crew, mustaches bristle with ice crystals. You pick a careful path between them. Something at the far end of the room has caught your eye. What could it be? A solid crate, stamped and carefully sealed. It's heavy as a dead man's weight. Ooh. What do we got? Ooh. It takes a wrench and your strongest stoker to lever off the lid. When at last the crate opens with a heavy thud, your crew gasp. Inside, the lustrous, saltine crystals of ground hours, mined and refined for commercial use. It's the final product of London's greatest and most precious enterprise. Ooh. Some valuable things. Could save those, but probably will sell them because I am in desperate need of upgrades at the moment. At the very least, a second gun. At the very least. That should secure us against many enemies. Depending on how tricky I decide to be. This is the right way, right? Yeah, but I'll get... a real shame about those Marauders, but also... Ooh. A wonder, you say? Let's take a look at those. Apparently they decrease terror by being near them. And I'm curious. Let's find out. Let's find something not awful within the Sunless Skies. Because Lord knows there are tons of terrible things within them. Oh, Marauder there. Ooh. Hello. The inscription on the memorial to the unknown rat is dedicated to those brave Ratisfaber who gave their lives in the early exodus to heaven. Oh. Huh. Memorial to the unknown rat. See, London does some things of questionable value. Didn't hear me saying that, but I'm just saying. I mean... I suppose it was good. Like, it's good to honor the people who brought you here, but also, I mean, it's London. They, of course, do only what's best for everyone. Specifically Her Renewed Majesty, but whatever. That's neither here nor there. It's not something we're worrying about today. I wonder if there's a gap there. Doesn't matter at the moment. Onward to elsewhere. Let's see. What's our situation? I mean, one of those, well, I could go all the way back, but also I could just stick around and do some more exploration. Debate, debate, debate. Let's... You know, let's be cautious. Because it's still early on, and we can easily dive from any number of things. Do have to keep that in mind. We're not in the late game just yet. Hello, friend. Come on, fire. You both know you want to. Oh, buggeration. Alright, that's fine. And just do a bit of damage there. And there we are. One dead Marauder. You approach the buckled wreckage, poised to plunder the plunderers. Behind you, someone is humming a song of victory. And to the victor, the spoils. Oh. The crew of the Marauder lie dead in the corridor, killed not by your guns, but knives and small arms fire. The only survivor is the captain, locked in the brig with a bottle of brandy. Chalk eyes stare back from every wall. When he ran out of chalk, he began scraping them in with his fingernails. Little remains of them, but bloodied stumps. Seen this before, Captain, says a crew member, grasping your arm. Sky madness. Magdalenes can treat it if you can be bothered to take the poor sod. The high wilderness is cruel. This could easily be you one day. Sure. It's a fair thing. I hope I don't regret this decision. The crew wrap the sky-maddened captain in blankets, then secure them tightly with belts. It takes 4 to transport him safely to your locomotive. He might not be happy restrained, but it should keep him from harm until you get him to Magdalene's. Magdalene's lies to the northeast of New Winchester. Good to know. The captain secured, you have a moment to see whether there's anything of worth on his locomotive before abandoning it to the wilderness. Again. Wait, how much hull do I have? Well, more than 15 probably. But, let's see what we got. Loot the hold, some of it's even intact. A distressingly odored barrel. No one's keen to get close. You pry the lid off. Dear God, what the blazes? Your navigator pokes the thing inside with a big stick until assured that it's dead. Well, I'll take that specimen. If I remember correctly, I can use that to identify the box, yes? I'll have to find out in a moment. I had a doll's house this size. Much prettier, of course. Well, Nothing I really want to do, but settlers who live so far beyond the edge of civilization relish the hardships of solitude. They'll fiercely defend their small territories, but occasionally welcome company and trade. The homestead is warm and welcoming in the wide night. Its windows are gilded with lamplight. A sturdy cellar beckons you in. Hospitality is important on the frontier. The settlers invite you to join them for a meal. Could do. I'd rather keep my sky stories for now. So yes. Breaking bread. Your host says grace over the simple meal before you begin. The bread is mealy, but spiced with what tastes like cloves. The broth is filling. The fire is warm. You indulge yourself and remove your boots. Reduction in terror. Although how much? Oh. Yes. Brilliant. Well. Yeah, let's maybe go back to New Winchester now. We're right there. Might as well turn in our reports to, the Tackities, of course. They are my preferred faction for now. Although, we've not yet gotten to the point where I can kill some stovepipes for some money. And I can do that to the Tackities, though, so... Well, we'll see what opportunities arise and worry about it then, not now. Now we just want to get home. Or to a close approximation of home. What's that growing there? You got stuff on the pipes. A little worrisome. Shouldn't be moss. Well, suppose it doesn't matter. How did we build all this, though? Because it hasn't been that long since Sunless Sea, when we were still trapped in the Neath. I think at most it's been, what, 10, 20 years? I'll have to look that up afterwards, but it's an awful lot of construction. Ooh. I have questions about how hours work. We'll worry about that in a moment. Oh. A scrubbed clerk begs a moment of your time. I represent Hallidges, the banking house. Of course you do. I promise this will only take a moment of your unquestionably valuable time. He produces a folded contract with a flourish. We hear promising things about you, Professor, very promising indeed. We would like to extend our services. We provide a secure solution for the storage of your assets, absolute discretion and steadfastness unto death and beyond. We require only a signature. The offer is entirely complimentary, I assure you. At Hallidges, we measure ourselves by the quality of our clientele. Yes, thank you. Thank you very much. There, it is done. I'm certain that this represents the beginning of a long and warm relationship between ourselves and your lineage. May it endure. I bid you good day, Professor. Okay. Interesting. So, what I could do, if I were so inclined... Where's the bank? I could store the... Well, this actually I'm storing right now because I don't have any space for you. But I could store these and hold on to them so I could eventually, you know, get my way out of here. Which is kind of tempting. They are free, though. You know, for now we're going to store them. I'm going to see how much money we make off of those... See how much money we make off of those souls. And actually, any prospects? No. Oh well. So, Victoria Market. Gonna be selling. Bunch of souls. For a reasonable profit. And now... Let's see. This is a small one, yes? Like, I don't know if this is what I need. If you get my meaning. Although I don't really have much choice now, do I? I could have a second Jerusalem or one of these. Yeah. Buy it, strap it in. And then we're gonna get our hands on 2 fuel. And how much money do we have? One supply. Yes, this seems reasonable to me. Although, we are going to be broke by the end of this, aren't we? Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to repair my locomotive and have it fully repaired. Cost 3 sovereigns per point of hull. And, yeah. Well, spending it. New total is 0. Well, it is for the best. The engineers of the Wolvesy Yards claim they can repair anything, whether the damage was caused by an unfortunate collision, a point-blank salvo, or the charge of a crotchety tankery. They'll fix it. The mechanics take pride in their work. Your newly returned engine is not just fully repaired, it gleams. Worrisome, that. Sorry, whenever something mentions something bright, I, have flashbacks to a certain old enemy. Captain Whitlock left it to you in the hold of the orphan. Yes, her will described it only as a black box, and unless I am much mistaken, perfect. Consult with an academic. He comes recommended by several acquaintances. He'll give you his rarefied opinion if you have an unusual trophy from your journeys to share with him. And I do. So, what do you know about this? The academic is wild-haired and scatterbrained, but his expertise is undeniable. He provides a wild hypothesis. We know that Judgements, the suns, made the laws that govern all things. Those laws are enforced most vigorously wherever their light can reach, but a container like this might thwart their sight. If I wanted to exclude something of it from certain laws of the heavens, I would hide it in a box like this. Interesting. Okay, so not exactly what I thought it might be, but... Intriguing. I'm not selling that regardless. No. What is this? I need a savage secret to break it open myself, which... yeah. And I could detonate the lock with a modest explosion, which is an option. I'm thinking I might have to bring it to where it belongs, actually, to find out exactly what's in it. A mystery we'll leave for another time. Right now, we're not going to be tackling this ambition in earnest yet, but let's get an idea of what we need to look for. The Song of the Sky looms in your mind, an unfinished monument. Where to begin? You take advantage of a quiet moment to pull out your journal. The blank pages sit before you, smug and unblemished. The horror. At last, inspiration strikes. You need fresh material. That's the ticket. Gather tales of terror and sky stories to begin the Song of the Sky. But how many? Seven and 7. Easily done, I suppose. I already have 1, I believe. Yep. 1 of each. Okay. We'll see where this goes. What's my crew situation? I have 8 emergency rations. They're fine. Could use more supplies, though. Yeah, looking at that, I kinda really could. But I don't have the money for it. And I would have to sell those hours, wouldn't I? How much do you buy hours for? 80, so I could. It's probably the right thing to do, but on the other hand, no. We'll do some exploration, though. Explore the city, see if there's anything going on. Doesn't look like just the Promise of Days, which we could go back to, but no, I think we're going out. To elsewhere. North this time. Well, actually, regardless, we are going north. Because I do need to turn in those port reports, don't I? Can't do it at that port anymore. Which is something I'm going to have to get used to. It's a touch odd, in my opinion. But here we are. Victory Hall. Yes, visit the hall and deliver our reports to the Indurate veteran. Her tireless exertions during the blockade earned her both a seat on the Assembly and enemies in London. She likes to keep abreast of events. Oh my. 200 sovereigns, you say? She listens with a scowl. Well, I'd rather know than not, I suppose. And thank you for bringing this to me rather than the bloody stovepipes. I'll arrange a gratuity. Now, what can I do with that gratitude exactly? Let's see. Contraband. Oh. Sure. Chat with the indolent veteran. She's taking a moment in the atrium, watching the stars burn coldly in the mists. Will this tell me anything about how... Her skin is brown and her hair is beginning to gray. She wears a heavy, unbuttoned coat. Metals gleam in the shadows behind its lapels. One half of her face is scarred from frostbite. She's enjoying a quiet cigarillo while her peers argue in the Chamber of Assembly. You talk for a while about life in the skies. When her cigarillo is just a stub, she says, "I'd be grateful to hear reports of your travels, Professor. I suspect all manner of strife and imprudence is going to kick off in the foreseeable. I mean to be ready for it." Yes, but what are you going to do for me? There we go. A savage secret, you say, or an otherworldly artifact? We'll leave them there for now. Don't know exactly what we're going to do with those, but interesting. Okay. So I did have to chat with them to find out what they'll offer. Question: what will the company offer exactly? Just out of curiosity, wouldn't betray the Tackities, of course, but I mean, if they pay useful resources, maybe we could work with them. Hello. Let's have a chat with the Prudence Secretary. The foyer bristles with stovepipe hats. The Prudence Secretary pushes between them, narrow and unsmiling, with a blousy shirt and black trousers. The Secretary's gender is the subject of some debate in the company canteen. The Secretary's prudence, however, is not. Both these facts provide the Secretary with a great degree of satisfaction. I would be interested to receive reports on events in other ports, however small. The company has expensive interests. One never knows what might be important. But what will you give me? Salon stewed gossip? Ministry stamped permits. That might be worth it. Ooh, and an invitation to perdurance. Yes. Well, perhaps not. Perhaps not today. Someday maybe, but I have opinions on that particular port. We will leave those for when we get there, but yes. To the north, and norther still. Well, technically to the northeast. Although, what'd you find? Oh, probably something I can't use. But let me check something real quick, because I was told that the journal is actually useful, which I don't believe for a moment. Oh, it actually notes... Ooh. It actually does kind of look useful. Curious. Let me just do one quick look at my prospects, though. Because I am curious. Yeah, I still need 4 more for that. Does this tell me where Magdalene's is? Ah, it does. Okay. But I could have sworn... Ah, yes, they mentioned that Port Avon... Oh. Well, I saw this coming. The settler from Port Prosper staggers onto the bridge, clutching his throat. He appears to be in some distress. Indeed, hair sprouts like invasive weed from every follicle in his body, forcing its way out. I am curious, though. The settler's exceedingly singular misfortune may yet prove a great boon to the fledgling science of interstellar pathology. Keep the body for study. What do we have here? Ooh, condemned experiment. You ignore the looks your crew give you as you order the corpse taken to the cold storage. Those with hearty stomachs can assist with a thorough examination later. For now, the mop and broom. Look, it's hardly my fault that his corpse was interesting. Okay? Perhaps if he didn't want to be dissected, or... Well, yes, dissected, not vivisected. He should have died in a boring way. 1 for the engine, 2 at the dock, 3 from the parson, 4 at the clock, 5 for the stovepipe, 6 left for hell, 7 solemn candles burning at the well. Oh, That sounds like a prayer to a particular deity. I'm sorry, I'm hearing some noises. And they are disturbing. I'm unclear what they are, though. It's not breathing. Oh! That didn't sound good. Okay. Well, I'm thinking we're gonna find a port and, just, get the hell out of here. Scout relays its findings, of which there are none. Good. That is what I wanted. It's like a jungle sounds, which probably don't have anything unless that's a scribe spinster cry. Which I don't want to deal with. I didn't equip my... Yep, didn't equip my gun. Ah. Well, we're gonna explore this way, because there's a chance that Magdalene's is this way. Well, more broadly speaking, it's somewhere in all this, but... Let's scout out the route. And just ignore all the terrifying noises that are happening. It's fine, don't worry about it. Don't worry about the howling. It's fine. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. In all seriousness, it should be fine. Yeah, let's do the southern route. Again, gotta scout out, find what's out there. Need to find routes to ports. And I'm kind of surprised I haven't found port, oh dear, Titania. Flower port, as it were. Hey, buddy. Nope. Haha, cute, but no. And... Might not have all my weapons, but... There we go. Come on. Nope. That was a close one, but no. And that goes... Oh. Dodged in the wrong direction. That's fine. That's fine. And now it's all fine. So you got any supplies? Ooh. The lid is gingerly removed. All breathe a sigh of relief when Coke is revealed. Black and precious. The captain's truest friend. Indeed, indeed. Alright, so we'll be fine. Supply situation could be better, but... I mean... What do we need supplies for, right? I have emergency rations. 8 of them. Delicious, delicious emergency rations. Although I do wonder... Back in the day, it used to be no consequences, really, for, having a red meal. Nowadays, there might be. Nowadays, there might be. Oh. Suppose I should send out the bat. And what do we got here? The Syracuse. Ooh. The wreck gleams with frost. Its windows are dark, its engine silent. Perhaps something of value lies within. Maybe. The windows of the crew quarter are occluded with frost, but was that movement you saw? Your signaler fetches their signal lamp and flashes a patient message into each portside window. There, a faltering glow burns in the frost. Someone struck a match. You dispatch a boarding party. They retrieve a survivor who is eager to sign on and a hard worker, if surly from their long isolation. And we did level up, so... Oh, and a port. Perfect. Okay. Let us go ahead and... Ooh, and it's even Titania. Perfect. Or at least it looks a lot like it. Yep, that's definitely Titania. You can always tell. Posey Park, Lauren Scott House. What else? Oop. No. Back up. Don't wanna hit the port. Just wanna guide ourselves in. Perfect. Ooh. Awkward, but it worked. Sort of. After a fashion. Ooh. Things have changed. Titania is cupped in the petals of a colossal orchid. Heady with scent, lurid with color, an enclave of bohemians has made it their home, seeking inspiration in the wildness of the Reach. Oberon's landing, the port unfurls itself, welcoming you ashore. This perfumed haven was intended for thinkers, artists, philosophers, and poets. Instead, you enter its main dome to find yourself surrounded by arguing bohemians and the unfinished shells of buildings in a variety of styles. Nobody looks happy, but everyone agrees it's someone else's fault. We'll meet with them now. As first among founders, she gets Titania's only office. Titania's petals fill the air with a perpetual perfume, but eventually you become accustomed to it. Even so, the scent of the many flowers in the mayor's small office sends your senses reeling. Obviously unaffected, she sits behind her desk and gestures for you to take the other chair. Oh, ask the mayor about Titania. How can a place like this flourish out here in the dark? He's curious. A spectacular place, isn't it? We couldn't believe that nobody else had colonized it after, well, whoever built all the crystal domes and spires. Honestly, I can't believe our luck. Didn't know about the crystal domes and spires, you might want to watch out. Like this was an abandoned... Oh dear. Well, ahem. Ask about work in the port. You in a place like this must want for something. A polite refusal. The Rhapsodic Mayor shakes her head. I think you'll find us most self-sufficient, Captain. Enjoy your visit, take in some poetry. If you think of anything that we might require, you'll be the first to know. Fair. Return to the main square. There's nothing more to be done here. Write ourselves a port report. Such beauty, such a pity about the nearby chorister hive. What is Titania? A question with no easy answer. To the poets, a place of inspiration. To the stoneworkers, an untouched slab. To the playwrights, a blank page. A place of tranquility, of creation, and... Your interviewee pauses, suddenly looking worried. Do you hear buzzing? Apologies, must get inside. Yes, explore Titania. Such a glorious place. Every step reveals new wonders. The Jewel of the Reach. Light sparkles through the jeweled petals onto the marble white paths. Wherever you explore, poets and singers perform their latest work, while artists peer behind canvases to try to capture the beauty in oil and chalk. In the horrors of the high wilderness, this is a place of safety and wonder, where nothing could possibly disturb the peace. What is that buzzing in the distance? Ah. I see. Let's go to Valentine Square. I believe that's just going to bring us... Perfect. Recruit the Rat Brigade, because, obviously. Oi. Ah, perfect. Oi, down here. 3 rats glower up at you. They're wearing tattered military uniforms and carrying rusted derringers. They're polite enough to point them elsewhere. Many hands make light work, and I would love that, thank you. Also, just look at them, they're adorable. I like the one in the little suit. It's cute. Anyway, the smallest, most scarred rat is called Cinders. She introduces her companions. This, she indicates the rat wearing goggles, is my second, Petronella, our mechanic. She gestures towards a rat with glossy fur. And this is our agent provocateur, Albrecht. The rat inclines his head. We need a locomotive. These battle-hardened rats are all that remain of the Rat Regiment, a mercenary company active in the early days of the Winchester War. Used to be a dozen of us, best sappers around, says Cinders. Now look at us. Her whiskers twitch. Time for that later. We'll pay, Prof. Onwards to elsewhere, although before we do that... You. Yes. Absolutely. Oh, I mean... You're redundant. And that is unfortunate, but... Good to have them aboard just in case, anyway. Perhaps not the best investment of our resources, but, it's the decision I made. Plus they're rats. Rat engineers. Scarper lads, they've got guns. Okay. The Porphyry Font. Porphyry Font? Unclear. A veiled pavilion rests in the curve of one of Titania's great petals. Oh, I absolutely will not be doing that. Interesting, though. Here, the melancholy poet gathers stories from skyfarers. She then arranges to pass them on to any artist or writer willing to pay for inspiration to spur their brush or steer their pen. Interesting, so I could turn in a few of these things for sovereigns and experience, which might ultimately be useful, but no, not yet, anyway. These visions of the heaven, This implies that they're rare. Worrisome. But regardless, I will say that we've done some good work today. Let me do one thing first. Ah, yes, thank you. I'll be buying all that, thank you very much. Perfect. Perfection itself. Ooh, and the coarser nectar that I need, but unfortunately cannot afford. Pity. And I don't have enough money for supplies now, but well, it'll be fine, eventually. I'll say we did good work today. And next episode, we're going to be heading further east and hopefully finding Magdalene's. Hopefully, in theory, if everything goes according to plan. But for now, thank you for your time. Note the like, comment, and subscribe buttons below. Use them responsibly. And I shall see you all soon. Bye-bye.